Judges, will you please join me in welcoming Team 10? I will now start your 3-minute presentation.
Growing up in a poor country in Central America, I didn't question the role of plastics. Durable and cheap, it was everywhere and everyone used it. It was not until I took my first environmental science class in college when I came to realize the impact that plastic had on our environment.
Since 1975, the global plastic production has increased by 620%, about 300 million tons annually. Single-use plastic is not just blocking landfill sites and treating our oceans and main sources of food and water. It is also accelerating climate change.
According to the World Economic Forum, global plastics production and incineration currently create the equivalent carbon emissions of 189 coal plants. By 2050, that's expected to more than triple to the equivalent of 615 coal plants. At that rate, plastic will hog about 15% of the world's remaining carbon budget.
Ladies and gentlemen, this alarming number has challenged us to be the change our planet needs. Recycling plastics waste seems to be the most effective way to curtail emissions throughout the plastic life cycle that will lead to a global solution. And that's how our team of Entrepreneurial have come up with the idea of Epact. The solution will save energy, reduce firewood consumption, and protect our planet with an affordable price. Epact is heat insulating sheets made up of plastic waste that can be easily placed between walls in houses. Our business model addresses initially individuals who build their own houses or do repairs in mountainous regions, and then construction materials companies. The plastic used will be provided mainly from waste pickers and local businesses.
To better understand our customer needs, behavior, and expectations, we started with a survey to connect with our target customers. In parallel, we developed our business plan as follows. In the first year, we will do the prototyping in a large market study. We will look for funding, partnerships, and distributors. Our product will firstly focus on rural dwellers in mountain areas where the coal is at the top and the income is low, and that will allow us to better understand our customer needs and ameliorate performance.
By the next 2 years, we will have sold out products and try to reach 60% of our market. In the third phase, we will collaborate with environmental NGOs to extend our product through the globe. As you see, Epact is a sustainable solution that will transform the societies by helping to save our planet, guaranteeing the needs of the coming generations, and ensuring revenue for so many people.
We believe that we need sustainable construction around the world, starting with Morocco and the USA. Thank you.
Good job.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Perfect timing. If you want to go ahead and drop the screen down, we'll begin the 5-minute question and answer period. So if you want to stop sharing, and I'll bring it in. All right. Judges, we'll now begin the 5-minute question and answer.
First of all, great work, team. I have just a simple question related to your product. So if I get your idea, you're trying to develop blocks based on plastics, and if it's the case, how can you how you differentiate between the blocks that you produce and the blocks are available in the market?
Well, for the moment, it's not just the blocks.
Okay.
Maybe in the future we are aiming to make the concrete and blocks of these made of plastic. But for the moment, that sheet will be made of the plastic waste, basically the PET type of plastic, and it will put between walls.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, very good job. Is it a solution that already exists on the market, or does it require an R&D development for it to be released? I mean, is it an innovation?
So I can take this question. The solution does not exist on the market currently. Insulation is made from fiber, and we would be making the insulation from low-density polyethylene plastic, which is what you see in grocery bags or bottle caps, and the plastic itself is very malleable, and it has not been done before in insulating houses. And so we would be innovating, and it would require research and development for sure.
Okay. I mean, are we sure this is like possible to make isolation with PET? Or it has to be verified?
It is possible to do. So the plastic itself is very compactable, and it also doesn't heat up as much, so it's protected if a fire happens inside the house or the building, and it would keep the heat inside. So it's just an alternative to the fiber that we currently use, and we're taking plastic that would go in our oceans or our backyards, and we're putting it inside our houses for a more sustainable and a cheaper way to insulate houses, and we hope to provide insulation to individuals and families that may not be able to afford typical fiber insulation and may not be able to afford a heating bill to keep their houses warm, especially in the mountains and in the colder areas during the winter months.
Thank you. I have another question about I mean the profitability of your project. Do you have an idea of, for example, the price you would come with compared to the traditional isolation material in terms of I mean business plan and profitability projections?
Yeah, actually we started by doing a survey. So we asked people if they already first have this kind or use an insulation system in their own houses, and we tried to ask them for their income and how does the normal and the insulation system cost them. And we try to ask them to see how which price will be affordable for them. And what we said, what we see at first, that comparing to the Moroccan context and USA context, we will present different prices according to the region. And for Morocco, it will be about between $5 till $10.
Per what? For $5 for which unit? Of what? Of a square meter?
Square feet. Yeah, square
Okay.
feet actually.
Okay.
And we're able to price our product so low because when we're collecting this plastic, it's plastic that would just be thrown away, so we're not going to pay a high price for it. We're just collecting it and taking it off of the businesses or individuals' hands. So that's why we're able to price our product so low.
Alrighty, we have about 5 seconds left, so judges, please join me in thanking the team for all their hard work.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you, Team 10.